Here I go on the lonely road. Made it to the airport, but I don't know where to get. Don't know where the check-in desk is for Vueling, but got me some Burger King. I found my way there successfully, and then I was sat next to a woman on the plane who had studied abroad in Barcelona for a while, and she gave me so many recommendations for places to go, and I was really grateful for that because I had no set plan. And yeah, then I arrived in my hostel. After figuring out the transportation from the airport to the hostel, which was a little bit stressful at first because I had to get on a bus and then a metro, but I figured it out and I got in my hostel by 12:30. Good morning. I stink and I barely slept. Once I got my breakfast at this nice little cafe, I was feeling much better. Had the best chai latte of my life and some really good avocado toast. It was a good breakfast. And then I made my way over to the Cathedral of Barcelona. I just looked from the outside. I probably should have gone in and seen everything inside and seen the view from the top, but I didn't realize that I could do that in the moment. But I still really enjoyed the views from the outside. I got a 3-day pass for the bus and metro systems, and I wanted to get my money's worth, so I was just hopping on and off of that bus, and I was just going all around the city. So I headed over to Parkwell, but unfortunately, after walking up so many stairs, I couldn't even get into the park because it wasn't working when I tried to buy a ticket. So I was feeling a little defeated at this point, and like, what do I do? Where do I go? Everything's on me, like I have to figure this out for myself. I can't depend on anyone else to decide what to do. But I ended up just going to a little cafe and then made my way over to see La Sagrada Familia Cathedral. Again, I just looked from the outside and it was really pretty, but one thing I've noticed with a lot of like ancient structures I've been seeing are they're always having construction done on them, which is just kind of frustrating because it feels like it ruins the experience. But anyway, there was a cute park nearby and I was sitting over there for a while. I was listening to this band that was really cute. And then a girl ended up sitting next to me on the bench, Cara from the Isle of Man. She was really cool and we ended up walking around together and exploring some other parks. We went to the Ciutadella Park, which was really pretty. And right nearby that park was another Arc de Triomphe. Apparently there's like 15 replicas of the one in Paris around the world, which I didn't know. But then I said goodbye to Cara and I got a little smoothie and went back to the hostel to rest for a little bit. So here's what the room looked like. I was in the top bunk again. It wasn't bad, I slept okay, except for the very loud snore on the bunk below me. I ended up getting really sick that night because I had one drink while being on antibiotics and it did not mix well. But I felt fine by the next morning and I went out to a little breakfast spot. Found this giant flea market. So let's do it. Had to come back to the spot for another mango smoothie because it was so cheap and delicious, and I really miss mangoes because they're too expensive in Greece. And then I went back to the Ciutadella Park just to hang out and do some dog watching because there aren't that many dogs in Greece, they're mostly just cats, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching the dogs run around. And it was a really nice day out just to chillax. That was one thing I really liked about solo traveling is I could just do whatever I wanted, and I like just sitting sometimes and just taking it all in, which might not seem like the best use of time to everyone for such a short trip, but sometimes for me, traveling is such a go, go, go experience that I don't have any time to actually process any of it. So just sitting and people watching sometimes is exactly what I need to really let it soak in. After hanging out in the park for a while, I was on the hunt for empanadas, and I found a really cool vintage shop on the way and got some cool stuff. And then had some amazing empanadas for really cheap. I really loved this area of Barcelona. I thought it was so cute, and I loved walking on these streets. I had a little bit of time in Barcelona before I had to leave for the airport to go to Lisbon, so I went to breakfast, where I met a really nice girl named Anita from Finland, who also happened to be alone, so we ended up sitting together. It was such a cute, serendipitous moment. We had a lot of good conversations, and we ended up having flights at the same time, so we went to the airport together after just hanging out and getting more empanadas. It was a rainy day, so it was nice to just have someone to chat with and kill some time before the airport. I had to get one more empanada before I got on my flight to Lisbon, and then I landed around 8 o'clock and got to my hostel, which was so cute. I kind of just wandered around the streets looking for somewhere to get dinner, and I ended up asking these girls that I recognized from my hostel if I could sit with them at dinner. So they let me, and they were from California. It was fun talking to them. They had just finished studying abroad in Berlin for a year. Welcome to our hostel. I thought we got along pretty well, so I left them a little note the next morning just saying this, and they never got back to me. I get it, not everyone wants to hang out with strangers, but personally, I was trying to just make friends with everyone. But it was fine. I did my own thing and met more people along the way. I wandered on over to eat breakfast. So for most of the meals I had, I would just look up like best brunch spots near me. And I found this really good restaurant. I don't know exactly what this was, but it was some sort of potato and egg mixture. I don't know, it was so good. I ended up waiting like an hour or some silly amount of time for a bus that was not coming. So I ended up just getting a taxi. I think I was trying to get to the Pastis de Belém. I don't know if I said that right, but the alleged birthplace of the pastel de nata. Yet when I arrived at this alleged birthplace, this was the line, so I opted for just the average bakery next door and got a decent pastel de nata. My third one today, and it won't be my last.
tropa do varal, os limão do quintal e a pasta impermeável com os documentos. Eu disse à filha como é que vai ser. Ela disse não sei o que fazer. Vem pra cá, bota ela no avião, que eu durmo no chão. Fica calma, não tem pressa, tudo vai se resolver. Quando eu vi no aeroporto, no seu rosto o desgosto. Será que é pra mim? Não vou me precipitar, paciência é uma ciência, é o tempo, vou descobrir. Acordou de manhã, sentou-se na mesa, olhou para mim com a cara surpresa. E o café? Tá saindo madame, com pãozinho e salame. Amanhã você se serve, pega o que quiser. A noite caiu e tomando meu vinho, fez do meu ouvido um grande pinico.
I sat by the water to watch the sunset and then just got a quick little dinner by myself.
Uma longa lição sobre democracia. Enquanto isso,
And then I just looked up live music near me and found this cool bar to go to. And so I texted in the Hostel World group chat where it's just like everyone that's traveling through Hostel World in that area. And a lot of people ended up coming, so it was a lot of fun just meeting new people who are also solo traveling. The music ended up being so much fun. It was probably my favorite night of the trip. Bye, hostel.
eu pensava, por que não divide a pia? Quando eu vi no aeroporto, no seu rosto um desgosto. Será que é pra mim? Não vou me precipitar, paciência é uma ciência, é o tempo vai descobrir.
I spent most of my day in Porto at this little park. I had just been doing so much walking the past few days, like 8 to 10 miles of walking a day according to my phone. So it was nice to just relax and do some people watching. There was a lot of love all around, and I enjoyed taking pictures for people, which I did a lot of because being solo, everyone turns to you. But I just played into it, and I started offering to take people's pictures for them. I went out to dinner by myself that night. At this point, it was starting to hit me that I was getting a little lonely. There are a lot of things that are fun to do on my own, but going to a nice restaurant by myself, that's not one of them. It just gets boring, and I like sharing food with people, so I was ready to get home at this point and be with my friends again and have people's plates to eat off of. I had a little breakfast in the airport, ran to my gate, and got on the flight, made it back to Athens safely. Overall, I had a really nice time. I think solo trips are a really good experience to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and I definitely recommend it. I gotta say, Yes Theory inspired me. Seek discomfort, say yes to things, talk to strangers. That's all. Peace.